I've never been the kind of father to say yes just to keep the peace. Asterisk Daniel is my only child. And yes, I spoiled him more than I probably should have growing up. But I also made sure he learned the value of work. When he was 14, I made him sweep the floors in my first auto repair shop every weekend. He'd complain, sulk, drag the broom behind him like it was a punishment. But he did it. Back then, I thought I was doing the right thing, teaching him humility, discipline. Now I wonder if I just taught him how to resent me quietly. Last Sunday, he called me out of the blue. He rarely visits or checks in unless there's a reason. And sure enough, there was. Asterisk Dad, he said, his voice unusually upbeat. Emily and I have a huge opportunity. Asterisk. I raised an eyebrow, even though he couldn't see me. Is this another one of those crypto things? Asterisk. No. Well, kind of. But not really. It's a startup. A friend's launching a platform that connects green tech developers with venture capitalists. It's big. It's like potentially life-changing. Didn't say anything. We just need help getting in on the ground floor, he continued. If we wait, the entry point's gone. But if we invest now, Dad, seriously? This could be huge. There it was. How much? I asked, already feeling my stomach tighten. Asterisk, he hesitated. 100,000. I laughed, not because it was funny, but because it was absurd. $100,000. You think I'm just sitting on that kind of cash waiting to throw it into something half-baked? Asterisk, his tone changed immediately. You have it. I know you do. Asterisk, that's not the point. Asterisk, Emily had clearly coached him. She's always been the charming one, poised, well-spoken, quick with compliments. It's a type of daughter-in-law any man would be proud to have. But something about her always felt calculated. It's like a smile held. Too long or eyes that scan a room even as they pretend to focus on you. Asterisk, I just thought you'd believe in me, he said bitterly. Asterisk, it's not about belief, Daniel. It's about responsibility. If you want 100 grand, show me a business plan. Show me partners, projections, something real. He hung up. No goodbye. No promise to follow up. Just a click and silence. Asterisk, I spent the rest of the evening pacing the living room. The nerve, the entitlement. I built everything I have with blood, sweat, and calloused hands. No shortcuts. No handouts. And now he wanted to drain my savings on a friend's startup. No, 2 days later, Tuesday morning, I got a visit. Emily. She knocked softly. Like she didn't want to disturb anything sacred. Asterisk, hi Dad, she said sweetly. She's been calling me Dad since the wedding 5 years ago. I know Daniel got a little intense. I just wanted to smooth things over. No hard feelings, okay? She handed me a travel mug. Homemade, she said. Cinnamon hazelnut. Thought you'd enjoy something warm. I accepted it with a nod, but didn't sip immediately. Mind if I come in? I let her. She sat across from me on the couch, legs crossed, perfect posture. Everything about her was polished. Not a hair out of place, not a wrinkle on her blouse. She asked how I'd been sleeping, how the business was going, whether I'd thought more about Daniel's idea. Asterisk. I know it sounds risky, she admitted, but we really believe in it. And I know you're a practical man, but asterisk Emily. I interrupted gently. I already said no, asterisk. She blinked. Right. Of course. Just wanted to say my piece. She stood, brushed imaginary lint off her skirt, and laughed. I looked down at the coffee. It still felt warm. I was tired, and I thought, why not? Just a sip. It was delicious, nutty, sweet, rich. I drank half of it before setting it on the table and turning on the TV. Asterisk. That's the last thing I remember clearly. I woke up on the couch, heart racing. The room was spinning. My mouth was dry. I reached for the mug, but it was gone. Asterisk I'd fallen asleep. I never napped during the day. I stood, or tried to. My knees buckled slightly. Something was off. I wandered into the hallway and noticed the painting in my office was slightly tilted. The safe. It wasn't fully closed. I rushed over. It was definitely tampered with. The keypad had smudges on it, and the door was ajar. Not fully open, but not locked either. Asterisk, but the contents were untouched. My documents, the backup hard drive, the emergency cash envelope. It's all there. I stared at the safe for several long seconds. Was it me? Did I open it and forget? Was I losing it? Asterisk, no. Something was wrong. And I had a feeling it started with that damn coffee that night. I didn't sleep. Asterisk, I rewatched security footage from the driveway. Emily's car was there for 34 minutes. She hadn't brought a purse, but she'd left with the travel. Mug, empty. Asterisk, I went to the garage and pulled out a small unused nanny cam I'd bought months ago on a whim. By 3 a.m., I'd mounted it discreetly in the corner of the office, facing the safe. I also changed the combination and removed all the cash, just in case. Asterisk, the next morning. I got a call from Daniel. Asterisk, hey, just checking in, he said casually. Emily said she dropped by yesterday. You're doing okay? Asterisk, I'm fine. I lied. A little foggy, but I probably just didn't eat enough. Asterisk, he laughed nervously. Yeah, Emily said you looked a little ... tired. They came by again that afternoon. This time, both of them, asterisk, we brought lunch. Emily chirped. She set down a brown bag and handed me another mug. This one, plastic, with a lid. Vanilla latte. Light sugar. Just how you like it. Asterisk, I thanked her but didn't drink it. I held it, nodded along, and excused myself to the bathroom halfway through their visit. When I came back, they were smiling like nothing was wrong. Asterisk, 20 minutes later. They left. Asterisk, I locked the door behind them, ran to the office, and pulled. The footage, it was all there. Asterisk at 2:17 p.m., just after I left the room. Emily stood up. She glanced toward the hallway, then motioned to Daniel. He shook his head, almost like he was nervous. She waved him off and stepped into the office. Asterisk. She moved directly to the painting, lifted it with one hand, typed in the old code. The safe beeped twice and didn't open. Asterisk. She tried again. Another beep. This time, an error tone. Asterisk, her face twisted. Just for a second before smoothing over again. She stepped back, turned around, and smiled at Daniel, who was standing just outside the frame. Asterisk, then she walked back to the living room. Like nothing had happened. Asterisk, I watched that footage for times. Asterisk, she hadn't just hoped to find money. She knew the combination. She knew where the safe was. Daniel must have told her, or she saw him open it once. Asterisk, and the coffee. It made sense now. She was drugging me. Just enough to fog my memory, make me sleepy, dull my awareness. On Monday, she'd succeeded. On Tuesday, I didn't sip. That's why they left empty-handed. Asterisk, the betrayal hurt more than I thought it would. Asterisk, not just Emily's. I never trusted her completely. But Daniel, my own son, willing to let his wife poison me. Willing to steal from me? Asterisk, this wasn't just about the $100,000 anymore. It was about character, about the kind of man he'd become. I didn't confront them, not yet. I needed to be smart. Asterisk, so I backed up the footage, called my lawyer, told him everything. And then I waited. Asterisk, because the next time they tried, I'd be ready. I didn't sleep the night after watching that footage. I couldn't. Asterisk, I sat in the kitchen with all the lights off, the glow from the hallway, dimly lighting the edge of my vision. I kept the security footage looping on my phone, over and over, as if something new might reveal itself. But the truth stayed the same. They had tried to rob me. They had drugged me. And my own son stood by and let it happen. Asterisk, it wasn't just a betrayal. It was a complete collapse of trust. My own blood, my only child, conspired against me for money, and I knew this wasn't something that could be fixed with an apology. Asterisk, but I also knew I had to be smart. Asterisk, I called my lawyer. Henry Goodwin, early the next morning. He'd handled my will, my business, and my estate for over 20 years. Straight shooter, no nonsense man. When I told him what had happened, he didn't interrupt. When I finished, he asked for the footage. Asterisk, send me everything. I'm also contacting a private investigator. We'll get the coffee tested for substances. Meanwhile, don't confront them. Let them dig their own grave. Asterisk, that suited me fine. I didn't have the strength to face them anyway. Not yet. That afternoon, Emily texted, Emily, hey Dad, hope you enjoyed the coffee yesterday. Let us know if you want to chat more about the investment. We think we may have found a different investor, but we still want to include you if you're interested. Asterisk, include me. The audacity. Daniel followed up shortly after. Daniel, asterisk, hey, just wanted to say sorry if we came on too strong. Really thought you'd see what a big opportunity this is. But I get it. It's your money. Guilt mixed with gaslighting. Classic. I didn't reply. 2 days passed. Quiet ones. Stayed home. Avoided phone calls. Started walking around the neighborhood more, not because I needed the air, but because I needed to think, asterisk, on D. Asterisk, asterisk, he looked, tired, unshaven. A nervous look in his eyes. Not the smooth-talking man who'd tried to sell me a startup DRLK, he asked. Asterisk, I stepped aside. He entered the living room like a boy afraid to break something. Asterisk, I feel like everything's gotten messed up between us. He began pacing. Emily and I, we just wanted a life. We thought if we could get in early, maybe build something of our own, we wouldn't have to rely on anyone anymore. I mean, you wouldn't have to rely on me, I corrected.